Welcome back, everyone. I bet you're looking beautiful today. Let's get started. Let's get political. Relax, I'm kidding. Well, not that much. No, kind of, alright? We ain't talking about the politicians, okay? We don't care about that. There's enough banter about that you can find elsewhere. Let's talk about toys and prices and economy. Today's story started today with an email from Big Bad Toy Store informing me that my Gypsy Avenger action figure from the hit movie that does not exist is on its way and will be processing soon. And I thought to myself, cool beans, let me go see how much it costs. That way I know how much it's going to take out of my bank account. And I just went to the listing on their website, and here it pops up $110, which at first is what I expected. I said A-okay, it's a lot of money, but still A-okay. But something tingled in the back of my head, and it wasn't lice, thank God. Something told me to go check my pre-order list on my actual account, not just the listing, the pre-order that I have under my account. And that's when I discovered this. This is from when I pre-ordered it. It was $95. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what happened here? Why am I seeing two different prices? And after thinking for a minute, I just thought, oh, even though I haven't seen this before, it's probably just Big Bad Toy Store not including tax or some form of other fee on the screen, you know. Maybe it's the first time I'm noticing that. So I went about my day. That was until I was scrolling through X, and I came across this tweet from this account stating that McFarlane Toys has commented through their official channels on their price increases. If you know anything about McFarlane Toys, their DC Multiverse figures that pretty much had like the same like $20 price point like forever. But I guess due to a recent wave they unveiled, some people wondering, wait, what happened with these prices? They're going up. And McFarlane commented on it, stating that it is due to the 20% tariffs imposed on China from Donnie T himself. And when I saw this, not immediately I should say, my brain works kind of slow. After like a minute or two, it clicked. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I just see two different prices on Big Bad Toy Store for my figure that I just ordered? So it ignited a flame within me to twiddle my thumbs on my phone and go check Big Bad Toy Store again. And that's when I came across the revelation that the price increase in toys is upon us, sort of. I have a few figures up here because you know I primarily collect Godzilla, so we're going to focus on that today. And we're going to look at to see what's been hit so far, but I want to state this first. From my research so far, these price increases are only on Big Bad Toy Store. Many of the other sites are still listing these figures at the original price before tariffs at the time of recording this video, which is March 26, 3:32 a.m. Yeah, I'm up late. So that could change soon, and this could be a sign of things to become, a domino effect, if you will. Not Domino's Pizza, Domino's as in the game that our grandparents played. Also, when it comes to Big Bad Toy Store, this appears to only affect pre-orders that have not been placed. So if you're like me, where the figures I'm going to show for the most part have already been pre-ordered in the past, I believe Big Bad Toy Store honors the price that you pre-ordered at. Even though you weren't charged yet, they will charge you once the figure's out at the price point that you pre-ordered at, not the increased price. And I think I can confirm that because the Hiya stylish statue of Godzilla Evolved, I believe also had a price increase. However, it just arrived today. It seems that I was only charged the original price, not the price increase. And I also want to preference one more thing. In today's world, we're talking about toys here, okay? But let's be real. When it comes to the talks of price increases, action figures are probably the least of our worries right now. Okay, there are way more serious things that we should be concerned about in terms of prices going up. You know, me and my girlfriend are in the process of buying a house, at least looking for one, and I could care less how much more a Playmate figure is going to cost compared to how much the houses in our area cost. But again, we're just kind of, I won't say having fun, but for the sake of my channel and what we discuss here, this video is obviously just dedicated to toys. So let's dive into this. Up first, Hiya. Yes, rip this band-aid off. So, looking at all the Hiya figures, they appear to have a price increase. So here's the Godzilla 2000, one of my most anticipated figures I've talked about before. That is the price, the original price of $51. That has now been bumped up to $57. So a $6 increase. I'll be honest, no price increase is fun. Let's just be real. However, this one is not that bad. If this is where it stays at, that's another thing. These could go up even higher for all we know. Hopefully not. Maybe this is what they're going to be at for now. But it's not the worst. $6 extra. Okay, fine. I can live with that. But maybe you can't. Let me know. Feel free to share how you feel down below. I am totally open to hearing if you agree or if you disagree, if you're outraged, whatever it is. Please speak your mind. Moving a step further, we have the Shimo action figure from Hiya. This was at the $60 price point when it first was listed. Now it is $67. So again, another $6 price increase. So like I said, I can live with that. Not fun, but I can live with it. SH Monster Arts, surprisingly, from what I've seen so far, has not had a price increase so far. This is the final battle Mecha Godzilla at $160, which is, let's be honest, that's already a stupid price. All right, they don't need to go any higher, and it's still listed at that $160 price for now. Again, already a dumb price. They don't need to go higher. Okay, take the hit, Bandai, please. Speaking of Bandai, I'm unsure if this Movie Monster series Mecha King Ghidorah was always $40. That price point is not brand new to the Movie Monster series line. However, allow me to be your saving grace if for some reason you do have this figure pre-ordered through BBTS, and you could pick it up right now for a whopping $23 straight with free Prime Day one day shipping. Yeah, that's how you say it, Prime 1 day shipping. So I'd recommend doing that. And yes, that's the official one on Amazon, not some bootleg that they have on there. That's the official Movie Monster series Mecha King Ghidorah. But that may change. That might be the price point for the figures they have already here in the country in stock. If they have to order more overseas to restock, they might increase the price. Who knows? Only time will tell. Up next, Super 7. This one kind of hurt a little bit. Here you have the Ultimates Mothra that was just unveiled. $85 was the original price point, which is already kind of iffy with some people. Unfortunately, with Big Bad Toy Store, they're now hitting $95. So this is just a $10 increase. Again, it's sort of okay. I say okay as in like, I prefer not to have a price increase. But is my day ruined? Are my collecting days over because of these extra $10? Probably not. But I say probably not. They're not. All right. But this one does sting a bit more than the Hiya one. I will say this though. If you want to pre-order this from Super 7 themselves, they're still charging only $85, along with like Entertainment Earth. Although you'll probably have to wait like 6 years before they finally ship that. But the Godzilla store too, I think, also had these for $85. So there's still a few places only charging the $85. Again, I don't know for how much longer. But if you want to save, if you're getting Batra with this, if you want to save $20, you may want to just go ahead and pre-order those through other outlets. Final one I want to show here from Diamond Select, if they ever decide to ship anything ever again. Here is their New Empire Gallery Godzilla diorama, which I think looks pretty cool. I reserved a copy at $85. Those have been bumped up to $95, so another $10 increase. For this diorama, I've seen it in the videos. It looks pretty cool. A diorama at that size, at that detail, I can kind of sort of slide at that price point, I guess. But it still stings. It still stings. But yeah, that's all the examples I have. There are more, because there's so many other pieces of merchandise from Godzilla, and also if you collect anything else, you might want to check that out. Yeah, just keep an eye out. If there are things that you're waiting to pre-order, you might want to look to start reserving copies now. hopefully these prices don't increase anymore. But yep, we all knew it was coming. Let's be honest. All us American citizens, we knew it was coming. All right, and there's more to come probably, unfortunately, but it's here. Again, it's just Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe it's just them and it just stays them, but I have a feeling that other vendors will start to follow suit. So just keep an eye out for that if you're trying to, save as much money as you can. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think. Do these prices bother you? Are you fine with it? I don't think anyone's just gonna be flat out like, yeah, it's cool, I like it, I think it's better. Like, no one's gonna be like that. I think we're all gonna kind of be like, yeah, it sucks, but some of us may be like, hey, it's still worth it. Others might look at this and be like, nah, like, it's just not. Some of these figures, we're already pushing it. So let me know what you think. Open discussion. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.